Tom Brady, the Wonder Man, under center, and here he is addressing the media in that nifty TB12 hat. Listen up.
Tom, how much do you enjoy being the underdog, and that being, how much of a motivating factor is that for you? It doesn't happen very much.
I don't think about it too much, what people might say or think, but, we're playing against a very good football team, and, they're the first seed for a reason. They've had a great season, and, we're going to have to go into a really tough environment and play our best football. So it should be it's a great opportunity for us, and hopefully we can take advantage of it.
Tom Curry in front.
Hey,
Oh, man, you haven't been around in a while.
I know, I'm back.
Good.
It's playoffs.
It's a big week.
I wanted to ask you about fourth down, and you guys used to go for it a ton. I was looking at it. You guys went for it over 20 times each season, 06 through 08, 09. And then you've tapered off a little bit. But the way Kansas City plays, they're so explosive and dangerous, and the possessions are going to be at such a premium. Does using all four downs for you guys offensively become maybe a strategic point as well?
Could be. I mean, I think situationally, however, the game's going, and, I think when sometimes you get into games and, offensively you're doing really well and you feel like, if we have that extra down, we can get it. Sometimes it's not going as well, and you feel like, they've been stopping us, and then you punt. So I don't know what those particular reasons were. I'm sure there was a reason for all of those, why we would go for them, why we wouldn't. How many times did we go for it this year?
14.
14?
7 for 14.
50%? It's not very good.
Do you feel emboldened ever to lobby for it? Or do you kind of say that's Josh and Bill?
I mean, we talk about a lot of scenarios for the game and so forth. So, whatever the situation presents, I think we'll try to, do what's best or what we think's best or gives us the best opportunity to win. So, it's one game. If you don't win, that's it. That's what the playoffs are about. And you're right. They got a great offense. We're going to need to score a lot of points.
Tom, is there a constant that you can point to that you can see why the team keeps going to these AFC Championship games?
Our team?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
What happens organizational-wise or team-wise for these opportunities to keep that?
I've never sat to think about any of those things. I mean, I really haven't thought about anything like that,
Tom, with cold weather and elements in mind, what are the factors that you consider whether to wear a glove on either hand going into this game?
Yeah, it's obviously, weather's a factor anytime you play in January, in these colder climates, and, Kansas City, obviously a cold climate, they're used to it. We've been practicing it for the last 2 months. It hasn't been extreme cold, but it's been cold enough to know, what you got to wear and, how you got to deal with it the best way you can. I play in a lot of games over the years where weather's a factor. So, you just dress for it and hopefully our blood's thickened up enough here being in the Northeast to deal with some of the cold, which I think it has. And even days like this today, they're cold and they do a good job preparing you. It'll be colder Sunday than it's been at any point this year. So have a little mental toughness, a little physical toughness, and, just deal with it the best you can.
Tom, Bob Sutton, somebody whose defenses you guys are pretty familiar with between his time in Kansas City and with the Jets. How would you characterize his defenses? And is this a week where you guys feel like because of your experience against him, you have a pretty good idea of what you might be seeing?
Yeah, we played him quite a bit over the years, and, obviously very well coached, offensively, defensively, special teams. Bob Sutton's a hell of a coordinator. They've had some incredible units that we played against. They've got, playmakers, at each level. They've got, obviously, a good scheme. They make you work for it. It's a very tough, hard-nosed team, and, they compete on every snap. They've been in a lot of close games this year, and, it's a great challenge for us. I don't think you can take anything for granted. These guys are going to play extremely hard, and they rush well. They try to be stout and they're against the run. They got some good, hard-nosed linebackers. And the secondary, they're not afraid to tackle. They'll go up there and mix it up with everyone. And, that's a lot of what our first game was like. There was a lot of battles at the line of scrimmage. And, we're going to have to win our fair share. Hi, Karen.
Hi. Tom, last week's performance against the Chargers is a performance I think that you collectively as an offense is what you've been striving to achieve all year. What's it going to take to, back it up and repeat that performance next week?
Yeah, it's going to be, I think we talk about in these games, it's not like a special play or, there's a special formula. It's just, excelling at the right time, and, there's no play you can call, this is guaranteed 10 yards here, or this is a defense that gets up in your face and they try to challenge you and they don't make yards easy, and we're going to have to go dig them out. We're going to have to fight for every yard, toughness, effort. All those things play into it, obviously scheme and execution, but I think some intangible things are very important about, finishing blocks and out-efforting the guy that's over the top of you, or winning your one-on-one matchup and pass, running your pass route, because these guys, that's what they're trying to do too.